Hey traders, control the trade here. Taking an afternoon look here at the market. This is the worst time to trade, but we're going to take a look and maybe get set up for some trades in the afternoon. And a couple of the stocks that I've been watching closely, of course, would be Amazon, Tesla, FUBO. Let's look at Tesla real quick. Tesla had this little flush down right here. I started to jump in around 743, 744, and been selling in the 750s, 755 up to 757. And I've kind of backed off pretty much down to barely any shares now. We're kind of at a tipping point right here, but the volume's dropping, and again, terrible time to trade. I would look for some sort of hourly close, which actually is coming up in a minute here, above this 20 period moving average on the 10-minute chart. So above 758, I'd feel comfortable jumping back in, because then we have a lot of more room to the upside here. A lot of white space here. Your support's down here at this candle low, which is 750. So it's a wide range, as it always is on Tesla. FUBO broke out above 22, which sparked my interest. I have my alert set there. 22 is kind of my line in the sand for FUBO. It's really battling that area right now. It got all the way up to 22.13, and it looked like it was going to keep going. I do have a sell order in here somewhere. Let's see. 22.37. I might lower that a little bit depending on how it closes in the next couple minutes on this 10-minute chart, but right now it looks really strong. Nice move out here, and we're getting above my number of 22. So if we start seeing some 10-minute closes above, let's say 22.07, which is the high of this candle, then I think we're looking pretty good. But right now it looks like it's kind of slowing down here. And that 22 has been incredibly important for this one. Just like, let's go to RKT, 22.76. Oops. Has been important on this one. You can see we came down right to that area, and then once we reached that area, we've just been this kind of making this bear flag pattern right here and dripping down lower. We do have some support down here, but this one, there's no volume on it, so again, stay away from these in the afternoon unless you want to trade against robots. Let's see what else we have here. So FUBO, yeah, we just need FUBO to stay above 22. Let me go back to that. I'm so curious on that one. It's been a train wreck, to say the least. Yeah, look at that candle. I'm going to set an alert right here and see where we're at in the next 10 minutes or so, or maybe look for another trade this afternoon. Let's look at Amazon, which faked me out earlier, and I didn't get in this. I sold earlier. This looks like our pivot low for the day, and it seemed like a good entry point actually, but now we're kind of coming back to test the low of this candle, 33.54. Where are we now? We're at 33.57. We also have the support here of the 200 period moving average on the 10-minute chart, and we have our low here. I mean, Amazon had to pull back a little bit. It was pretty overcooked. Definitely going to wait and see if there's a good entry point in this, but right now, staying away from it completely. SOS was one we were looking at yesterday. Super ugly chart. 464 was one of the numbers. We talked about filling that gap, 450. Never got there, so that ended up being a little more bullish. We gapped at the open, it looks like. Spiked up here. That's an ugly, ugly reversal candle. So I would expect lower prices on SOS the rest of the day unless you can start seeing like 10-minute closes above $4.95, $5, somewhere in that range. I'm not sure why there's so much hype about this one, but I try to follow some of the hype because it presents opportunities and volatility. Let's see, what else do we have? One that I've been following closely, STNG. This was an interesting one. Let's look at the daily chart. Tweeted about this yesterday. We actually had a pretty nice close here. Had some decent volume. Doji candle closed right above the 50 period moving average, I think by 1 penny. 16.94, and we closed at 16.95. That's a really perfect move. So if we close above 17.67, we should keep moving up. 20 periods start to curl up towards 18.80, which is our line in the sand here for another breakout. It's been looking healthy. It's been looking really good. I know a lot of traders are kind of relieved that this thing was think half the price not too long ago, and we're trying desperately to get out of this horrific downtrend that it's been in. But it's making a good effort here. You got to stay above 1880 though to really get going here, in my opinion. What else should we look at real quick before we close this out? I'm going to grab some lunch. Go back to Tesla. Man, this chart is crazy. The weekly chart. Daily chart, we're just pulling back a little bit. And here's our 10-minute again, fighting this little area right here. So there's nothing you can do about this one right now, in my opinion. To me, it looks like it's fighting to get a little bit higher, to move a little bit higher. I mean, the whole market's been melting up anyway, so why not go along for the ride? SPY 413.96 is our new all-time high. Seems like we make a new all-time high every day. Don't fight the trend until the end, because, well, just don't. The end, to me, and it's my opinion, is coming soon. I actually thought maybe today, later today or tomorrow, we would start to see kind of some clues, just the start of that we'd start seeing some selling at the end of April into May. I think that's going to do it for now. Let's go back to FUBO one more time. Yeah, 22 is just really tough for this to get through right now. It's just kind of bouncing back and forth. But if it stays consolidating up and down over 22, I would expect a move higher. And that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Remember, don't let the trade control you.
What?
Hi.
Did you get my message?
Yeah,